few state governments, through their respective state House of Assembly, through their different state House of Assembly, seek to enact laws, while some have already enacted laws and continue to take action that undermine the financial autonomy of local governments, thereby breaching the constitutional provision 1999 Constitution, as well as the judgment of the Supreme Court. The Senate further concerned that the modus operandi of subverting this financial autonomy of local governments by state government through the House of Assembly is to insert clauses in their state laws that require local governments, upon receipt of this federal allocation from federation account, to remit all or majority or substantial part of the allocation to a dedicated account, who the state government will keep on controlling, managing, and disburse as they like, using nomenclature like state/local government joint account system, state/local government consolidated revenue, as well as state joint security trust accounts. The Senate is disturbed that few of these state governors or state governments continue to manipulate the State House of Assembly to enact laws that violate this financial autonomy of local governments, in direct contravention of our Constitution, as well as Supreme Court decision of 11th July 2025, thereby stifling local government system as well as development in them. Senate is worried that these actions by the state governments and the House of Assembly, not all, few of them, if unshaked, will, in words of the Supreme Court judgment, suffocate, kill, and lead to local government in Nigeria going into extinction. Senate accordingly resolves as follows. Number one, all the Accountant General of the Federation and Honorable Minister of Finance to withhold the rules of allocation to any local government that goes to contravene this Supreme Court judgment or undermine this Supreme Court judgment as it concerns the local government system. Two, urge all state and House of Assembly to desist from passing or where they have already passed the laws to repeal any legislation that infringes upon the financial autonomy of local government as enshrines our Constitution, as well as upheld by Supreme Court. Three, mandate the Attorney General of the Federation, or advise the Attorney General, let me use the word advise the Attorney General of the Federation, to immediately take legal action against any state government or state assembly found to be in violation of the Supreme Court decision as it concerns the local government autonomy. Direct the Senate Committee on Local Government, Anti-Corruption, and Legislative Compliance to work closely with the Office of Attorney General of the Federation, EFCC, ICPC, and NFIU for them to enforce the Supreme Court judgment of 11th July 2024 that granted financial autonomy to local government, knowing fully well that this is one of the major legacy of this President Tinubu-led administration.
In any attempt of any state House of Assembly trying to make law that will now mandate this revenue coming to local governments to be controlled by another account before the money gets to the local government, I think is undermining the Supreme Court judgment. So they should allow local governments who have already conducted the election for these monies to be paid directly into the coffers of those local governments.
Social point of order. Order 287. Section 287 of the Constitution. Section 287 of the Constitution. With your permission, Mr. President, I want to read.
Please proceed.
The decision of the Supreme Court shall be enforced in any part of the Federation by all authorities and persons and by courts with subordinate jurisdiction to that of the Supreme Court. Mr. President, I raise this point of order simply because the Supreme Court judgment, which distinguished Senator Tony Nwoye referred to, is a Supreme Court pronouncement. It's a decision of the court, and it must be enforced by all persons and authorities in Nigeria. So I believe discussing this issue will amount to overclouding it, or overflowing the issue. So the court has already decided that the money of the local government councils should be released directly to the councils. And for us to start debating it, it's going against the spirit of the Constitution, since there is already a constitutional provision to that effect.
The point of order raised by distinguished Senator Alero, constitutional point of order. If I were to further assist distinguished Senator Alero, I will refer all of us to section 162, subsection 6 of the Nigerian Constitution. And with your permission, I'll read. Section 162, subsection 6 says, each state shall maintain a special account to be called State Joint Local Government Account, into which shall be paid such allocations to the local government councils of that state from the federation account and from the government of the states. What that means is that we have a larger duty to do than to debate. So, in my experience as a former commissioner for local government, the state government also has a part of its monthly allocation, which it contributes to the local governments. So, in obeying the Supreme Court decision, we should also consider doing the needful legally to ensure that any state government that wishes to pay money to any local government has its own contribution to the running of the local government on a monthly basis, thus so directly to the local governments. But we must take cognizance of the need to tinker with section 162, subsection 6 of the Constitution. So the point of order is sustained.
Order.
We have looked at the motion and we agree that some of the prayers in the motion are such that could conflict with the existing regulations, including the Constitution. And accordingly, I will invite the Deputy Senate President to make prayers that we jointly agree upon that should go out there so that the press will be well guided. And nobody will go and say that Senate said this or said that, because we believe strongly that if there's any legacy that this administration will leave behind, including the 10th Senate, it is a legacy of sanitizing the local governments, ensuring that local government funds are well utilized for the benefit of the rural people, and at the same time, local governments are allowed to function and function well. That will also, in due course, include their elections.